What's up, everybody? How we doing? Let's get that banner going, because we might need it. Hope y'all are doing well tonight. Welcome back to the Paraverse podcast. As most of you may know, we took kind of a little sabbatical for the past about 2 weeks. Sorry, my microphone's a little... Oh, it was fine earlier. I don't know. Anyway, we took a little sabbatical for about 10 days or so because there was something going on. You might have seen it, heard about it. Maybe little event, but we're back. So we'll be back to our weekly schedule. Not again sure if this is your first time watching. Welcome. Not sure dates because it's random, like me. I get an idea randomly and I have a show randomly, so that's me. So deal with it. But anyway, tonight I actually have a guest. I know we said we're not going to do guests, but I have a guest tonight because there's a topic that I'd like to speak about, and I want to talk to this person about it. And also, I would like everybody, if you could, to just share this out, because there's a special video I would like to play. If you haven't seen it already, I've shared it out. I know a couple people have, but we're going to play it tonight in case you missed it. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't even need to give this guy an introduction because, number one, most of his links are in the description because we all know him. And his resume is too long, and I would be here for like 6 hours. But we all know him. I see you shaking your head. We all know him. We all love him. Please help me welcome Mr. Brian John Laverty. That's not going away.
God, am I ever going to get rid of that? Peter, why did you start that?
I thought it was
for the longest time. It was the haunted zipper. But now it seems everybody's calling me Mister. I get messages in my messenger going, Mister. Like, seriously. Like, come on.
Maybe we'll leave the haunted zipper to Creepy Cult, my wife's show. We'll do that.
We got to get Pete on the show, and so I can give her crap. I'd like to know where that started from. When she started calling me Mister, and then everybody else started calling me Mister. It was just weird.
It's cool. It's funny though. It's just like Chrissy with the Listen Queen. As soon as I hear Chrissy's name, I automatically hear Listen.
Yeah, me too.
Or
me
Jackie.
Too.
Or
yeah.
Jackie. I hear Howard just going, Jackie. But
yeah, we all have our little thing, right?
Yeah, or like you guys, you all know my saying, I have an idea, and that's usually when people run.
Yeah. Run as fast as you can if you hear Matt say, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Rob.
But I see...
I can say Rob knowing that it could be either Rob.
Right? You can't be wrong.
It's okay. Hey, Rob.
You can't be wrong with that one.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it's Big Rob.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Rob, welcome. Welcome, brother. And for those of you who missed it, the patrol actually did an amazing investigation with the Global Ghost Hunt, which is kind of the reason why we're here, I think. I didn't read this script.
I do want to let people know that because of their struggles in their investigation, there you go, Big Rob. So because they had so many issues with their investigation, what we've decided to do for the patrol is Luke, who is filming, is putting the video together, and we are going to share that video on the Global Ghost Hunt YouTube. We might even share it on all the other pages that they were supposed to be going to as well. So we might actually make it a premiere on all the channels that we were streaming live to. So we'll see once I get the video. Hurry up, Luke. I'm waiting for that video.
And you definitely know I'll be sharing it out. So you guys definitely be on the lookout for that, and please share out as well. But you know what, though? Speaking of the patrol, I was going to start with something else, but fuck it. Yeah. And below, guys, NC-17, so deal with it. But speaking of which, even though the patrol had some technical problems, let's be honest, we learned a lot from the patrol, not just the paranormal side, but the technical side and how we did things. And, I'm really glad. I'm really glad. So, Rob and all you guys at the patrol and everybody that was there, don't worry about it. We learned a lot. You actually helped us out in more ways than what you know. So thank you.
Yeah. We definitely learned a lot. and honestly, I said this months ago. We're definitely going to learn from the first event, and we have. We
Oh,
learned a lot of different things. And before we came on live today, we had a director supervisor meeting.
Which is why we're late. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So we had a meeting. We've brought on 3 new people as well to this because we are. I believe that we're probably gonna have more teams in October, so we're gonna need more people. But we definitely learned a lot. I think it was probably 2 days in that we needed to send out an email to all the teams regarding the lives because we had noticed a few things in the first couple of days. So we gave some tips to all the teams, not on the investigation. That is up to the team. What we did was we gave some ideas when it came to filming.
Yes.
And going live. We sent out those to the rest of the teams. I wish I would have thought of that before the event started, but it was one of those things that we learned the first couple of days. So, and what I liked about it is the fact that this email that we put together for the teams were doing it.
Yeah.
And not that we were telling them what to do. We weren't.
No.
We were just giving them ideas on how to create a better live.
Yes.
Some people listened, some people didn't. Raymond. And no, you can't say anything about Raymond because his was pre-recorded a month before. But no, some of the teams were very, very happy that we sent that out, and it created a better live for them.
Absolutely,
and viewers were loving it.
Before you continue, I just want to clarify something for everybody. Just a little friendly, helpful tip from the consultant. Portrait, landscape. Portrait, landscape.
Oh, dear.
If you turn on auto rotation on your mobile devices, you swipe down and it's in the menu.
Yes, depending on what kind of phone you have.
Yes, but just saying.
Yeah, yeah. The Android phone, it's in the settings when you scroll down. And I don't know. I'm not sure about the iPhone. I've never been an iPhone carrier, so.
On mine, you have it actually. I don't know if you guys can see it, but on mine, it actually has a little rotate lock. So
Is that
it does
an
it
iPhone?
automatically. Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is I think the 11.
Okay.
10 or 11, I don't know. But anyway.
So that seemed to be an issue with some of the investigations. But again, this is all learning experience and for us and for the teams, because there were some teams out there that had never done this before.
Absolutely. And you know what? For those who say experience makes the team or makes the video, bullshit. But let me take a quick second here. Myers Paranormal, haven't seen you guys in a minute. Welcome back. And David, welcome. South Carolina? Hell yeah. Whereabouts?
Is that Jonathan Myers?
No, that is another Myers Paranormal.
Oh, okay.
I met them actually on Jonathan's show, Crossover Paranormal.
Okay.
Guys,
that's what I thought his name was, but I saw Myers there, and
these youngins in their iPhones.
Yeah, that's true, John.
Stop it.
Very true.
I have an Android. It's upstairs, but I have both. I don't play sides, but no, guys. I'm just saying what we are in right now. Landscape. It looks nice. This has the little black button. Not so nice.
But there was something that happened during one of the investigations that Jen Sullivan from Emerald Isle Paranormal Researchers, they had 2 cameras going.
Yep.
And so we were doing a split screen for them.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera that was downstairs moved and it went to portrait.
Yep.
On its own.
Yep.
And I don't know how that's possible, especially if you have it in landscape.
How
would it go portrait?
The only thing I can think of is a setting. It has to be speaking of which, there she is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, that's one of those things where it's not normal. So I'm going to call it paranormal.
Yeah, I don't understand. If you have your phone in landscape, it shouldn't go portrait. And
No.
if it did go portrait, it would have been sideways, and it
Mhm.
wasn't. And it was very, very weird. And I don't think that was. I personally think something touched the phone
Yeah,
because the phone did move a little bit.
it did. It wasn't a lot, but it
Subtle.
was
It
enough.
was subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about. I lost my train of thought for a second, but then again, it's me. We all know this. We were talking about experience.
Hmm.
You talk about first timers. Like, I'm gonna give a shout out right here.
Yeah.
Vicky with the Biz. They did a great job.
Yeah.
Absolutely great job. AZ Pie is another
Yeah.
one.
But there's
You know,
AZ Pie's a
oh.
fairly new team, but Vicky's team's been around for a while.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they don't do lives. Like, they don't
No.
do, like, as well as I do, brother. Like, when we do these things, when we do these podcasts and stuff, you got to get used to it. I'd
Yeah.
suggest going to look at some of my early stuff. Don't, but they're shit.
Same with mine. Mine were crap at the beginning too.
Yeah,
When I started Huntophobia.
yeah, and now we get more comfortable, and everything. But there were a lot of amazing teams out there.
You know what I found interesting, and we talked about this in the meeting as well. A lot of these people were very, very well experienced.
Oh, yes.
And like Jenny, like Jen Jacobs. There were a couple other teams that messaged me talking about how nervous they were.
Didn't even notice, to be honest with you. Like,
well, no, we didn't notice during the investigation, but they were nervous about going up on the live because of the grand scale it was.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing wrong with that. It was awkward. Yeah. And Jen's right. It's a learning process, and just like investigating, and going live on such a grand scale. And what I even like more is that, especially the videos up on YouTube, people are still watching. People are still watching them. And it's great.
And it's going to keep growing. And that's what to me is amazing, because there are teams out there like Abyss, Eclipse Paranormal, AZ Pie, SPI, a bunch of them who need that recognition. And you know what? The fact that now they are, I'm not going to say immortalized, but they're in a spot permanently to be seen.
Yeah.
And it's just going to get that much better for everybody.
And for the teams that are here, like Vicky, you guys will be receiving an email soon on, it's not over for you yet. It's not over for you yet. We have one more thing that we need to do. Valerie, the exact same thing. We're going to be sending out an email in the next couple of days, and it's a thank you for the teams that signed up. And should we tell them what it's about, or should we just keep it a secret?
Yeah, you know what? We actually have two ideas. My one idea.
Well, that's not going to be till probably next year. But this one is going to be happening now.
Yeah. That one. Let's give them a teaser.
Okay, so you're going to be receiving an email in the next couple of days. All the teams that signed up, even the admin team's going to be getting it too. I'll put it this way: your video will be permanently somewhere.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yep. And that's the thing I really love, and that's one thing that I really enjoy doing this. And I'm not even going to say enjoyed, because like we said, less than an hour ago, we're not done. Yeah. We're on just a little timeout.
Yeah.
Kind of. But the one thing I really love, doing this is, it's not just, okay, May's done, your investigation's done, bye. It's we're going to continue this. This is going to be big for everybody, not just.
You know what? When I started this and I started doing things planning things in my head, I had certain things that I wanted to do. And this was just one of the ideas that I had that I think is going to be really great for the teams that signed up, and even the admin team is going to be there as well. You guys, like I said, you'll be receiving that email in the next couple of days. There are instructions on the email as well. But this is a thank you from the Global Ghost Hunt and Mint staff to the teams that signed up.
Hmm.
And Liz is here from Abiz as well.
Which was what? I don't remember.
Liz?
No, Myers Paranormal. I'm not sure. What were you? And yep, there she is. Hey, Liz. Great seeing you. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's not too early
yeah.
to sign up either.
Yeah,
That's the other thing.
You
It's
can
not
sign
too
up
early.
now. We've already had some teams from the States sign up, and I'm proud to say this: we have a Canadian team that signed up. So the signing ups. What's that?
Which actually I wanted to let you know. Oh, I did tell you this privately, but for all you watching, I actually have a Canadian flag hanging in my studio. I'm just saying I do, and I have still have my maple candies.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, getting back to that email, you guys will be receiving an email in the next couple of days, and we hope all the teams that are getting that email that they do it, and it's going to take a little bit of stuff that you need to do on your end, but I think you guys will be really, really happy to find out what it is.
Absolutely.
So I think some people know already. So, but you'll see in that email in a couple of days. I think I might send it out tomorrow or Saturday. Well, I'm not sending out. I'm going to be getting Nando to send it out. So
there you go.
Because he has all the email addresses of all the teams.
As long as he sets an alarm, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Maybe he'll be wearing his Spidey outfit too while he's doing it.
I'm kind of hoping for the Hawaiian shirt. That's what we should taking a bet on. Is what shirt is he going to be wearing?
Yeah. So did Nerd Witch or Rosanna see the thank you video?
I don't know, but if she didn't, she's about to. So, kind of one thing I really learned too, and I know we've seen this a lot in all of our podcasts. We see the support from everybody in the audience, but what the Global Ghost Hunt really did, and I really was impressed. And Facebook, you slacking. I was expecting numbers to do one of these, but no.
Yeah.
YouTube killed it. So much love to the YouTube side. Facebook, you need to step your game up. But I'll tell you what I really like is all of our communities were out of all of our hard work and everything really came together. And correct me if I'm wrong, YouTube is close to, you said 100,000 interactions?
Impressions, yes.
Or impressions?
Yeah.
That is
interactions,
insane.
Impressions, same thing.
That is insane. And that is awesome for these teams to get out like that. So,
and the videos are still being watched.
Yeah.
Which is great. And they're not sitting by and watching 5 minutes. They're sitting by watching most of your investigations. So what's great about that is people are still watching and sharing out, but the impressions or the interactions is the last time I looked is 96,000.
That is amazing. So this is actually, I know this show is for the audience, by the audience. Well, guys, this is a little thank you, at least on the Global Ghost Hunt side, from the admin staff to you guys. And again, folks, seriously, thank you so much. And I know there wasn't a lot of people listed because let's be honest, Brian, we would have sat there. That it would have been a 10-minute video, easy. But those were the people that we noticed who were in every single one, participating, sharing, and we had 25 videos, and that's not even including the opening ceremony, the halftime show, and the wrap up. And those people were always in it. So, we want to do something special for you guys. So thank you.
Not a lot of people know this, but I think most of the teams do. If they read that email that was sent out. This was also shown live on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of views from Twitter as well. And so it's great. Obviously, Facebook and YouTube were the biggest ones.
No.
But you know what? Like, honestly, Facebook, as we were talking about before you showed that video, Facebook stepping up their game. I'll be honest. I really think Facebook has a problem with paranormal and UFOs and cryptids and all those things. But
I'm sure
to say for Global Ghost Hunt and Parapost Network Central to have almost 27,000 views is pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's nothing to be upset about.
Yeah, that's not including Patty's page, who has over 30,000 followers. That's not including Huntophobia page, which is over almost 3,500, which is shared out a lot. It was also on Parapost Network 2.
Yep.
And just to let everybody else know, it was on Paralinks.
Yep.
It was on Paralinks Plus, which combined is almost 12,000 there. So those still haven't been added up yet. So I'm talking about Global Ghost Hunt and Parapost Network Central, which was almost 26,000.
That's still an amazing accomplishment. You guys really, and I know we're joking about the Facebook, but in all seriousness, every share, every view means a lot. And it's not, again, not just for the admin side of it. It's for these teams like Vicky's team, like AZ Pie, SPI of Arizona, all these teams, they all did an amazing job and they deserve their time in the spotlight.
Yeah. And you know what? Just looking back, I want to say one, for example, and I know she was in the room. I don't know if she's still here or not. And that is Valerie. Valerie's, and I know it was one of those investigations where is her live? Let me look for her live for a minute. Valerie's live was she ended up having to cancel Dawson.
Yeah.
Dawson Cemetery. Where is her live? The last time I think I looked, I think it was almost at 2,000. Let me just take a look here. Let me find it. Give me a minute.
Yeah, well, while you're looking, I just wanted also to give a special shout out again to Chris Madrid. For those who didn't see Valerie's live, he really came through and showed, in my opinion, true para-unity. Chris, even though you weren't directly involved with Global Ghost Hunting, we ain't done with you yet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we're sending.
There she is. Valerie's
we're sending out. Yeah, I was just talking about your live and how it was just off the cusp of, because you were scrambling to find another location. We spoke, and she was upset because of what happened with Dawson and her equipment. But the last time I looked at your investigation, just on one page itself, I think it's almost at 2,000 on just one page, which is obviously incredible.
Yeah.
It had 99 shares. It's done well. I'm sorry, that was wrong. It's almost at 1,300, and that's only including one page.
But that's still
that's
still amazing.
And
and
more else, and I thought it had more.
Well, and to be honest, like Valerie, I know you were upset about Dawson, you were upset about other things going on, but you know what? One thing I really loved, and this was something that doesn't get seen very often, especially during investigations. For those of you who don't know, Valerie and Chris took the time to teach kids about paranormal investigating, and they were very interactive with it.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like we said before on some of the shows, that the Global Ghost Hunt isn't just for the now; it's for future generations, and that was prime example. So I applaud you guys for that.
Yeah.
Not taking away from any of the teams, because again, great investigations. Brian and I had a lot of fun. It was very tiring, and I love what you said. What he said in the meeting. Him and I both didn't think this could happen, but we debunked this. You can get a paranormal hangover
Yeah.
watching these. So
Yeah, we watched and we were talking about in the meeting, we watched 50 hours
yep.
of lives. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of in 10 days.
Yep.
And I felt like I was editing.
Yeah. It was great because I'm like, it's one thing to watch them, like watch these shows. You watch the videos, you watch the event. Like when I was at work, I felt so weird watching it, like on YouTube side or Facebook, rather than being backstage. I felt like I was missing out on something.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, Brian and I literally were backstage almost every single episode or investigation, every single one. And it was definitely a different experience, but it gave us a great chance to learn.
Like looking at Jen Jacobs, for example, she had 174 shares for her video. And
it's my show. Holy shit!
That was incredible, and she's almost at 1,500. Let me go to CMPS.
Another great investigation.
Yeah, which was the first night.
Mm-hmm.
Which ended up being a really good first day. I should have planned this more while I was, instead of me just scrolling through this.
Yeah, it's my show.
Anyway,
I don't plan shit.
Yeah, so overall on the Global Ghost Hunts page, it was almost at 16,000. Yeah, that was one page. Yeah.
And see, that's what this is about. And we were even saying it before in our meeting, and we've said this at the wrap-up show too. This is only going to get better. Yeah. This so this, we can't stress it enough. If you or your team want to be involved, sign up as soon as you can. Spots are limited, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, like Jen saying what? Yeah, Jen, you had 174 shares on your video, and that was one of the biggest ones for shares. 174 shares on a video, on a live video. It was incredible. The amount I haven't totaled up the shares. But to be honest, I think when it comes to shares, I think we're going to be close to between 2,000 to 3,000 in shares on just one page.
I think that's safe to assume.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it was phenomenal. Like it really, really was.
Absolutely.
And like, let me just go down to the patrols live. Even though they had a issue. People were still watching. People were still sharing, and it was just incredible the amount of support that all these teams were getting. And I believe the patrol's at 1,700. Like, okay, here's one. CMPS SK Pierce. They had 123 shares. and they have over 2,100 views on just the Global Ghost Hunt page.
That's insane. Valerie said she's taking off for the night. I hope you feel better.
Yes. Okay, so here's the patrols. They had 109 shares, and they've reached over 1,700 views on their video on just one page. 1753 to be exact. And
that is amazing.
It was just the amount of support was incredible. Like 100, where would you see 109 shares on a video, on a live video on Facebook? You just don't see it.
No.
And yeah, you and me shared out the videos, but we can only share out to so many pages. So many pages. So
I think each one I did 5.
Yeah,
I think that was.
And I did 9.
Yeah, so 14.
Because
14
I was
both of us.
Yeah, because I was sharing over on a couple of other pages. People asked me to share on their pages, which I was fine with, and then we also shared over on Paralinks 1, 3, and plus.
I know mine was the Up program, all my Paraverse, Paraconsultant, the usual stuff. But
yeah,
that is still 14 out of 100 some. That is amazing.
Well, you went up there pretty quickly too.
I didn't even pay attention.
What's that?
I'll be honest, I was the only one I didn't pay attention to.
Your video is this the actual video? Or is this just the thumb? No, this is the video. Your video is almost at 800, and you had 74 shares.
So 800 people on one channel saw my
just
wife
on one page. I'm just talking about one page, people.
So 800 people watched my wife call me a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. But that's only on one page. And like I said, Facebook, as much as we were hoping they would come through a lot more, I don't think between 25 and 30,000 is bad.
No. No.
So, I can't complain. And nobody else should complain either, because one, they had it's up to them I can't tell people what to do, but I think we said it would be worldwide, and it was. Like Matt mentioned in the meeting today that we had I saw people from New Zealand watching. We saw people from Germany watching. We saw people. I think what was the other one you mentioned?
France, and then Italy. There was one from Rome.
There you go. So when we said it was going to be seen around the world, it was seen around the world. Yeah. So
and that's just the ones that commented.
Yeah,
those are the ones that just commented where they were from, and that's what this is about. I mean, this is a lot of fun. And Rob, I saw, asked about signing up without a location. Absolutely you can.
Yeah.
And it's not just here in the US, it's not in just Canada, the UK. We want any team anywhere to sign up. Let's have some fun with this. I mean, imagine if we get people from all over the world, teams literally on every time zone, that's a 24-hour possibility of running.
And you got to imagine too that you were being shared out in Australia as well. It was incredible. Like from Canada, I don't know if people know this, for demographics and for geography, I guess. New Zealand is the furthest country away from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're having people in New Zealand come in and watching your lives, that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot. And we can talk about the numbers, we can talk about the shares, but all in all, it was the viewers that made it possible.
Absolutely.
And made it possible. And we had, that video shown a little while ago of people supporting and stuff like that. We had people in lives every day, every investigation, for the whole investigation. And it was incredible. It was an incredible 10 days. And guess what, people? We got another 10 days coming up in October.
Yeah, with more to offer, a lot more fun. We are going to be tweaking a couple of things, but you know what? We're tweaking them for the better. And we brought 3 new people onto the admin staff. I'm really excited about that, especially the one who's going to be, well, I'm not going to announce it yet, but who's going to be helping out with the Paracon with Bruce.
Yeah.
That's a matchup.
Yeah.
And that's going to be great.
Yeah,
But,
hopefully that all works out. Jen Jacobs, I guess we can say Jen Jacobs
Yep.
is now a team leader for Haunted Locations.
Congratulations, and I'm sorry.
So, happy to have that because Jen did an amazing job. Getting Global Ghost Hunt out there. Her investigation has done extremely well. Obviously, 174 shares, and that's on one page. And I haven't even looked at the other pages. I'm waiting till tomorrow to look at all the pages.
Yeah.
And because people are still sharing out the videos, people are still watching the videos. So, everybody should be proud of what they did. All the way from the patrol to the last day with the Abyss. That did an amazing investigation. And it was a lot of fun. It was very tiring, but it was well worth it.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
And, those long nights and all the preparation, I still can't get over, saying, we have 6 months, we have 4 months, we still have 2 months left. And now it's, wait, we just did it, and now it's gearing towards the October and it's like, shit.
Yeah, which is what, 4.5 months away.
That's it.
People don't have to wait a year.
No.
On this one, it's 4.5 months away. Yeah, there are going to be adjustments on the administration staff when it comes to the Global Ghost Hunt. And obviously, I said it in tonight's meeting that, to me, when I first started this, and the first thought was, and we mentioned this a couple of times on shows, that people are going to be learning. We're learning.
Yeah.
We're learning as we go along here. Now that everybody's seen it, know what they have to do, things should run a lot smoother. And we can add more things that make it better.
Like
which
flashlights.
We will next year.
Like flashlights, Raymond.
Yeah, flashlights.
I got to give him shit. He knows I love him.
Yeah, I know.
So it's about that time we're going to take a quick break to watch a video about another event coming up this year that you also need to be excited about, and that is none other than Fear Fest, New Orleans. Sadly, the Wicked Queen and myself won't be able to attend, but it is what it is. But it's just at the end of September, I believe. And you guys,
29th, 30th, and the 1st?
I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah. So, guys, buy your tickets. I know Howard and them have some early bird specials. So if you have a team, you have something you want to, promote out, you want to sell there, sign up now. But check it out for more details. The banjo gets me every time.
Yeah, it is definitely interesting twist in that video.
It's for Howard and Chrissy, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Poor
But
Raymond. Poor Raymond. What do you mean, poor Raymond? What the hell? Poor Raymond. He gives everybody the business, especially Lex.
You know,
Especially Lex.
I want to see those two on a podcast together, just those two. That would be a great show. You want to talk about content? Everyone wants to see the Wicked Queen beat the shit out of me. Well, I want to see Raymond and Lex go at it. Oh, but no. So we're gonna. Jen switched. Jen switched over to YouTube. But anyway, in all seriousness, we love Raymond. Raymond knows it. He's my brother.
Oh, yeah,
I love him,
sure.
and we
I
just
told
give him
him I
shit
loved him
because
today.
Yeah.
In
He
the
knows I give him
masculine
shit.
way. Let me just get that straight.
Sorry, Ken. But
Oh, stop it.
well, I mean, Raymond. Just so everybody knows, here's how Raymond and I greet each other. As soon as we do a video call, video comes up. That's how we greet each other. Exactly how we greet each other.
Yeah.
And it's hey bitch. So anyway, so during the wrap-up show, we had a lot to say. We were all talking about several things, but one of the things that we didn't talk about is something that while you're here, we all spoke about what we took away from it, what we really learned, what we appreciated. But what about you? As the owner, operator, founder, head honcho, whatever you want to call it, what did you take away from the Golden Ghost Hunt?
If I knew then what I know now.
Merch coming soon.
Yeah. You know what? I took so much away from this. Honestly, when I first thought about it and I spoke to you and I spoke to AJ and a few other people about it, it was just a thought, and it was just a thought in my head. I had so many different things running through my head about this, and it just came all together. And I had so many plans. I predicted a lot of things that ended up happening. Some not necessarily good things I predicted, or bad things I predicted that I knew were going to, unfortunately, I knew was going to happen, because it happens in any new startup. And I knew we were going to have some problems in the first few months. I predicted that. It happened. I don't know if I manifested that or not, but I knew it was going to happen, and it did. But all in all, after everything was said and done, when we did the last investigation, the first thing I said was thank God. And yeah, and I was just so proud of everyone. I was, even some of the teams that I didn't know, I was proud of what they did and what they accomplished. And they took a chance on us, and they took a chance on the Global Ghost Hunt because of the other event that some people went through bad experiences with. And I'm glad they took that chance with us. And I hope they enjoyed themselves, and I hope they had a lot of fun. I know a lot of those teams are coming back in October because they loved the experience.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It really was. And like we all said from the beginning, we didn't know what to expect. And
one sec, the Wicked Queen. I don't think it needs to be drained. It does it automatically, I think.
There's water in the bucket.
It does it automatically. Your dad has it hooked up. We have a new washer, so we're figuring it out.
yeah, you did turn off your mic. I heard you.
I pushed the button.
No,
You still hear me?
Yeah, we
You
still
still-
heard you. Yeah.
My mic lied to me. I need to rethink a couple conversations then.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
So, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about different people. I made a lot of new friends. I met a lot of great teams, and became friends with them. And this was for me personally, that this is what I wanted to accomplish from the beginning, and that's, making new friends, seeing new locations, seeing new teams, and all of us gelling together and putting together a great event. And that's what
That's
we did. And so it was really, really overwhelming. And I think the day that we did the wrap up show and I got a little bit emotional, it's because of the fact that we put so much work into this and so many hours that I think it just all caught up to me, and it overwhelmed me. And when I was thanking Patty, and um, uh, it's just so many different emotions came to me that that this was a great event for people that I was hoping people would enjoy and people would get discovered and people would see new locations. And it was just so many different kinds of emotions that really overwhelmed me a lot. And then on top of that,
yeah.
the views and the people watching and enjoying and seeing all those wonderful comments. And, like there were some really, really amazing compliments people were doing or saying on YouTube, especially um, that they loved this. They loved it. They loved the investigations, and that's what and that made me happy. That really, really made me happy seeing other people happy, and that's what it's all about. And I know we always talk about para unity, but I really think this event really created a lot of different friendships
Yeah.
and a lot of new friendships, obviously, and other teams getting to see other teams and on how they do things. And the situation with Chris and Valerie was amazing. And then the patrol having Luke come on because he wanted to be a part of it. So he's going to be joining the patrol, I believe, and filming all their locations now. There are just so many people that came together in this event. To me, it was worth it all. It was all worth it all, the long hours and it was just really, really overwhelming. And the patrol have said so many amazing things about us and the Global Ghost and about myself. And it was just so many different things that I could go on and on and on about it, and we could have a 4-hour show about that.
I don't
But
I don't work till 3 o'clock tomorrow
oh, well, there you
afternoon,
go.
so
Well,
I
I
got plenty of
I
time.
don't want to do a 4-hour show. How about that? So yeah.
We
So
can.
yeah, I know you can. But there's so many different things that I can say and so many thank yous that I can give to so many different people that um and I'm hoping with all these new developed relationships or friendships that happen, they're going to be lifetime.
Yeah.
They're going to be lifetime friendships.
And
And
one thing I really enjoyed and I thought was amazing is a lot of people in our communities, they know the G team. They know the patrol.
yeah.
They know a lot of these, and I'm just going to say bigger names, more well known, more established teams.
Yeah.
But to have people like Pitt, AZ Pie, Abyss, and everything else having us come together, that's para unity.
Yeah.
It's, everybody always says, and I've said this before on the Para Crew, I've said this on other shows, it's not a thing. You can't just go, this is para unity. This is a bottle of para unity. No, it is a way of life. It is, it is the global ghost time.
Mm.
That is what is going on. And to have that support from so many amazing people is just, to me, I mean, that was me, my biggest thing. Like, I don't know if I showed it or not, but even on the wrap-up show, I was getting emotional. I
Yeah.
tried not to, but I was.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because you're right. We had long hours. We spent
Yeah.
months. People, I don't know if people understand. Like, we literally put hundreds and hundreds of hours into this first event, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
And when I sat down for the opening ceremonies, which threw my ass off because you asked me to be a part of it, I was like, "Oop, Brian and Lex, they're going to do their thing. I'm just going to sit back and relax." And he's like, "No, you're not." And I went, "Fuck."
Yeah. I like
But,
that. I want to thank Rob for saying what he said.
Absolutely.
And Eclipse Paranormal, Jen, Catherine Zelos was their medium on live stream,
Yeah.
going through the investigation with them, and her comments saying she loved it. and and Vicky now saying that we'll meet up with Raymond, and it's just so many different things, and so many different things happened over that week that I don't even think we realize yet. And we made a difference. We made a difference. The Admin team made a difference in this industry, and the industry that we love. And I get it. There's a lot of people out there that are jealous, and their middle names are drama, and they like to cause problems. But during this whole week, I didn't see a lot of that
Nope.
on our end, and I think we had. And,
Just two.
and I'll admit it. I think we had one bad comment throughout the whole thing.
I think we only had two, to be honest with you, brother.
Yeah, and it's just trolls,
Yeah.
and
And
I
they
get it. We're
happen.
going to get those, but overall, just people just loving it, and Rootless Destination always comes to mind. That from the day they signed up, they were so excited to be a part of this, and it was good to see. It was good to see their enthusiasm, and you can see that they were glowing on their investigation. They were just so happy to be a part of it, and that was important to me. That teams love the experience, and say, what, that was such a great experience. I'm going to sign up again, and hopefully these teams continues to sign up every year, and because it really is about them.
Yeah.
And
It's funny. You said, there's some things that we learned that we might not have even realized. And
yeah,
I think for me, getting to the wrap-up show, like during the week, it's like, come on, let's get to the wrap-up show, get it done. Now that it's over, it's kind of like, it feels like an investigation. It's like, I feel like there's something missing.
yeah, I got withdrawal on Monday.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was, and it's like, you know what, though, this is the planning phase. I mean, this is revamp, this is getting things done. But you're absolutely right. To see the amount of love and support, not just for the admin, but for these teams, is
Yeah.
what made it so worth it. And
Yeah.
it makes every minute in this chair or on my phone. I mean, even
Yeah, I don't think I think the teams that signed up and that were doing the investigation, I don't think, and maybe they do. I don't think they grasped the concept of how many people out there were supporting them, supporting their lives, and supporting them having a great investigation. And there were so many good compliments on these teams when they were doing an investigation. Like, I think of a few people that were loving every single minute of it, and these were the people that were watching your live investigations.
Yep.
And now you have, hopefully you have lifetime supporters that are going to be watching your videos when you send out videos, or watching the next time you come on Global Ghost Hunt. They know what to expect from you, and that's everything I wanted. Everything I wanted when I started this, that I wanted people to see you, and knowing that you have a great team. You guys do investigations. You guys have a passion for this as well as we do on the admin staff. And it was so important for me for these people and locations and teams to get noticed. And you were, and and I'm so happy that happened for you. I really am happy it happened for you.
Same. And I couldn't have said it better. That's, for me personally, that's why I do what I do. That's, I've told Brian several times, and it doesn't bother me, but I don't get it to be invited on as a guest on many podcasts, host, maybe stuff like that. I'm not one to really talk about myself. It's not that I'm not willing to. I am. It's just I'm not going to promote that out, and he'll even tell you, I even felt awkward during my investigation whenever on the Global Ghost, and I was like, yeah, I guess.
I hate talking about myself, to be honest.
It's one of those things, but to sit there and literally watch people like reacting, laughing, having fun,
communicating with each other.
Yeah.
Like during the lives, they were talking with each other.
getting to
And
know each other, subscribing to each other, following each other, you know.
yeah,
And one thing, if I could for everybody,
I
we
like
all
this
know about,
comment that Liz said.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's what it's about. That's why we do what we do.
yeah,
And I know there was a lot of technical problems. Everybody had issues. I know
yeah.
Eclipse had some problems, Patrol had some problems, a bunch of others. But if I
Learning
may give,
experience.
if I may
Yeah,
give some advice for those of you that watch Penhurst, and that's why I said what I said first. I don't like to really boast about myself, but if you watch Penhurst, just so people know, I had at least 3 cameras go down on me
yeah,
that whole night. I had my cell phone die, this camera died, my GoPro died. I was struggling, and you can hear it when I say, Brian, you're going to get a bunch of clips. What you saw is exactly just that raw stuff. We all know when we're in this field, spirits will deteriorate batteries. They will drain them.
yeah, yeah.
You have technical problems. You don't get good service. You don't get this. You don't get that. Just roll with it. Have fun. The more fun you have, the better the show will be, the better the investigation will be.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that, because I always say this, that if you're going through an investigation and having a really good time and people see that you're having a good time, it's infectious.
Yeah.
And people will have a good time as well.
Well,
So.
I got so many compliments about the one. Well, number one, the ending.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, for those of you who missed, a little backstory for everybody. So I went down to say goodbye to Scott Wilson, Scotty. If you haven't heard of him, go check him out. Paranormal Jackass. You'll love it. The Jackass podcast. He's a great guy. Anyway, I wanted to go say goodbye to him. While I was down there, wasn't recording, I got scratched. So when something happens, what do? You record. What? I'm getting sign language. Oh. She wants my lighter. But all I see is the Wicked Queen just doing one of these numbers across my desk. And I'm like, huh? She's like, oh, it's lighter. Anyway, so I went down to go see him and say goodbye. I got scratched. So what happens when something occurs? You film. So I started filming. We started asking questions and everything like that. She comes down and says, are you investigating without me? That's when that happened. That was one. And the other one was when you have fun, the roar. That was the other one I got a compliment. When I shouted Raymond out for his Phasmophobia stuffed animal crap. The roar, the TikTok trendy, all that stuff, the roar, we still laugh about that. Have fun. Be yourselves. That's what's going to make great content. And honestly, you'll get good experience, and you'll get good evidence as well, because the spirits will pick up on that. They'll pick up that you're actually there just to enjoy yourself. You're there to hear their story. You're there to help them, and it just spreads positivity. And if something happens, who cares? Just keep going.
Yeah.
That's why my show's a train wreck, because I don't script anything.
We all, us on the admin staff, learned a lot, and people that were doing the investigations learned a lot as well. Yeah. And even some of the locations learned some stuff too, like Henry.
Huge shout out to him.
Yeah, huge shout out to Henry. He was a big supporter during the week as well. He was great. Everything was just everything. Looking past some of the stuff that happened, looking past that, everything was great.
And you know what? I know what you're talking about, about the little oopsies and some issues we had earlier on in the week.
Yeah.
More specifically, a 6-hour investigation or show that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And an investigation. But you know what? I actually on hindsight, I look at it as a blessing, because now we don't have a middleman. We can go right to the source, and it's made a better relationship for us and for them. Yeah. So you know what? It's a blessing.
Yeah, and their investigation is going to come up in October. We are going to see Shefflin Hall in October, but we brought on a new person that's going to be dealing with the the one in October and the Paracon next year. I still need to speak to Carissa and Bruce about it, but we brought on a new person that's going to be taking care of that. So next year, next May, when we show the Paracon, what you saw this past event is not going to be anything like you're going to see next year. And
No.
and I will be at that Paracon, so as a guest speaker, and I will make sure the lives are going on at nighttime. So what we're hoping is that there's going to be a series of investigations going on that night. It's just not going to be one for next year's Paracon. We're hoping that maybe 5 or 6 are going to be going on during that night. So that is going to take a lot of planning. And so we're looking forward to that.
And
I'm looking forward to working more closely with, and that was, to be honest, that was partially my fault too. I should have been working more closely with Bruce and Carissa and all them. But,
well, when you expect somebody to do a job, you expect them to do a job, and it's not about them. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But lessons learned. But
yeah, for sure.
And you know what? Who knows? The consultants may pop in. That's the thing.
God.
Mm-hmm. Really? Get away from me in public, huh? You have to deal with me face to face. You can't just go, internet's bad.
So I'm gonna end up having to see you twice in a matter of months. I'm gonna see you at your wedding, and then I'm gonna see you, at the Paracon next year. I don't know. I don't know if I can see you that often in that.
That's a lot of consultants.
Hi, Brian.
Speaking of hiding, by the way, we also had fun. There's Jay Hill.
Oh,
what's up, Jay?
Man, Mr. Hill.
How you doing?
Mr. J.D. Hill. If people not sure who Jay is, Jay has a show up on Parapost Network Central. I think they're on break right now, but I believe he's starting a new show. I won't talk about him. I won't talk about that. I'll let him talk about that, but he's starting a new show.
I'll be on the lookout.
As far as I know.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of really good podcasts coming out for Parapost Network Central. I'm excited. Yeah. But yeah, guys, if you have a team or you're a location, you want to be a part of it, sign up. We can help you.
Yeah, you know what? I would like to see Jay. I would like to see you in October.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who's with you, as long as get Joshua with you. I think his name's Joshua, the guy you usually goes on and films with in investigations. Why don't you two get together and do a live?
That's good. I'd really love to see Raymond
do a live.
I'd like to see Raymond do an investigation. Period. I just want to see him.
Let off Raymond a little bit.
Yeah. Well, but no, we actually had a really good time, and it wasn't just all seriousness backstage. We had a lot of fun. I got to pick on you for a second.
Uh-oh. Before you say that,
yeah,
his response is okay.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
So that means no, not happening.
Well, if your name is so magically fun, no. But Brian and I had a lot of. Oh, there you go.
That's cool.
I'm not going to deny that.
I'm better looking in the dark. Yeah, you're a good-looking guy in the light and dark. Come on, buddy.
I can't tell in the dark. Shed some light on that. But dad joke again. I love it.
Yeah.
But I have to pick on you for a second.
Uh-oh.
We picked on Nando. We picked on Raymond. I'm going to pick on you. So backstage, obviously,
careful.
We just sat there. We just sat there, just hanging out for the most part, and we'd watch the investigation.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
Oh yes, and I even took notes and for the wrap up show and everything like that, and it was great. But obviously, there were some to where there was nothing really going on, so I would either be on TikTok or whatever. But apparently, Brian likes to play peekaboo. Because I would see just, without the camera, because for those of you who don't know, it looks something like this. He just has a different logo. And he just do one of these and then disappear. And about 10 minutes later.
I wave, too.
and he'd disappear. So he was playing peekaboo, but which that was entertaining because I was going from investigation to Brian, investigation, Brian, just back and forth.
Yeah, I thought I would, wake you
But-
up a little bit.
I have plenty of energy drinks for that.
Well, I know, but you know what? You were working and then doing this as well, so I'm sure you were tired.
Oh, I was.
So, yeah.
I'm still trying to recruit. Hey, Beth. Much love to Beth.
And yes, Jay saying yes, pick on Brian.
Well, my favorite part though,
Uh-oh.
besides peekaboo,
Yeah.
Brian and I would take turns. We'd either be on a phone call or we'd message each other, and he said he was gonna go grab something to eat, or we'd say we'd go to the bathroom, whatever. No big deal. The one time I forget what investigation. I think it was Pitt. Or yeah, it must have been Pitt because it was before mine. All I see is Brian. I thought he was playing peekaboo again. He comes out with this huge fucking sandwich. Mind you, I just got off of work. I haven't eaten. And I'm down here helping host. And he just brings up this big fucking sandwich.
Okay, was it that?
With his
big?
camera on and just chomps down on this thing. And I sat here the whole time just.
I want to put this out there. It was a healthy sandwich. I just want to put that out there too.
I was so hungry I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
I can't believe you brought that up.
I
Like,
even
seriously.
ordered. I sent a message to the Wicked Queen. I was like, "Can you bring me food?" But yeah, the delivery service sucks around.
But you know what? And obviously, the reason we were doing that because it was a busy night for
Yes.
investigation, and we weren't really walking away. The only time we were walking away to either get something to drink, something to eat, or go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And that's basically what we were doing. But yeah, it was a pretty big sandwich. I think it was about this big.
Huge.
Yeah, it was about that big, and it was a sub. It was on like a sub bread, and but healthy sub bread, by the way. And yeah, it was pretty big sandwich. And the funny thing is, I think you brought that up while we were on the phone.
Yeah, I did. I even said we were going to talk about it. It was we talked about it. I think on the wrap-up show we talked. No, it's the halftime show. We brought it up.
Okay.
But and the other thing too is it wasn't just you and me that was having fun. We drug Nando into this too.
Yeah.
We were all on calls and
Nando falling asleep one night. That was hilarious.
one night, twice,
Falling asleep on the table.
twice. He
He fell asleep.
on us
I thought
twice.
it was only once.
I don't know if he fell asleep on the table, but no, he was late for the wrap-up show too.
Oh yeah. Because his alarm didn't go off.
Uh-huh. That's an excuse, but no.
Yeah,
it was
but
fun.
let's give him a little bit of leeway because it was 2:00 in the morning there.
Yeah, no, we love Nando, and he helped us out, but we just got to give him shit. But no, it was a lot of fun, and we'd be on the call and we'd talk about things, and it was so interactive that we were so into this. By the way, like Vicky were the best when they had the marble. Oh, we were all sitting there going, "Marble, move! Come on, please move for him, please, Marble, please."
Yeah.
Or Jenny's investigation. We were all sitting there. We were talking about it. Oh, there's a shadow, and then we all you could just see us all just lean in as close as we could
I
get.
think-
to find
I
this
think
thing.
for me personally, I think one great moment for me was on Peta's live or her recording live when she was on the bed and the cat ball moved. It actually moved. It lit up and moved. Now, we were all thinking because she was sitting on the bed, it was a mattress. Maybe it moved, but because of being on a mattress. But that wasn't the case because it was at the end of the bed, and you could see if she was moving. Even when she was moving, the cat ball wasn't moving.
Yeah.
So for me personally, that was a good moment. That was a good moment for her because they were getting a lot of activity in the Clive Cottage, and that was great. That was a great location. Obviously, there were so many other locations. I'm trying to think of something else that stuck out for me as well. And I just can't think of anything right now because obviously there were so many different investigations. But that moment really stuck up when the cat ball lit up. And I liked, and I said this on the wrap up show, not necessarily regarding evidence, but what the Abyss did during their investigation by going to different people that were doing different experiments. That really stuck out to me because I think that's a really, really good idea. And that should be good for other teams that have a lot of people on their team. Instead of everybody just standing in a circle listening to the SB7 or trying to see if a cat ball is going to light up, why not people be in different areas of the haunted location and get your camera person to go to one person or one group and then go to another group? That really stuck out for me. And that was good. I was very impressed with that. And but obviously there were so many good moments during the investigation, but I think those two stick out the most to me.
I think, to me, and I agree, there were just so many amazing groups and amazing teams. But AZ Pie, the way they were chatting with the spirits, I think their communication was
Who sorry?
AZ Pie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just the way they were speaking with spirits, it was just so relaxed, so caring, so understanding, and everything was just beautiful. You've got Michael Wong from PN Paranormal. Yeah. His investigation
balls on that guy.
Oh,
the balls on that guy.
Rootless. The double Estes method. Yeah. I've never seen that. I've never seen a double Estes before. Abyss with the coin and the K2 on top of it, matching the responses. That was great. The history, the walkthroughs, Rootless's, ensemble we spoke about, the seance, everything.
I'm going to go back to PETA again. One thing I did like that she did as well was the 2 recorders at the same time. That was good. Yeah. I like that. That gave me ideas for future investigations for myself, doing 2 recorders at once and seeing what you capture. There's just so many great things that happened over that 10 days that I think, and I know Abyss, or I think somebody mentioned in the chat that they learned from other investigations. And that's what it was about too, because we mentioned on so many different podcasts and stuff like that is learning other people's techniques and skills and whatever, what they use for equipment. And I've always been the type of investigator that I'm very simple on the stuff that I use. I don't try to get too overcomplicated with the equipment I use. And I really appreciated watching some of these people use different stuff, and that was a lot of fun too. Obviously, we had a cancellation during the event too, with Todd and Marissa.
Yeah.
So that the Hinsdale House will be back in October, so that will be seen in October. So obviously, Todd was very, very upset that he had to cancel. But it was out of his control,
and it'll be definitely worth the wait. I will say that, folks.
Yeah, the Hinsdale House is definitely one to watch, and hopefully, I don't know if I'll be there because obviously I'm going to the Paracon, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it down at that one. But next year I'm going to try to do my own live. Not this year. I'm going to probably do it next year. So. I will do a live investigation, and I'll make sure it's live. So,
well, I do know I'm still working with Howard, but for as most of you know, and Brian, you stated earlier, Mackenzie, the Wicca Queen, and I are going to be officially and legally married October 17th, and then we're going to be driving to New Orleans and hanging out with Howard, and we're going to have something special planned.
Are you going right away, or are you going the next day?
We're going to be leaving early in the morning because it's a 17.5-hour drive.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I'm going to be down there in October for your wedding. So I just want to make sure that I'm going to be,
Even if you come like a day or two before, like we can hang out. Gettysburg, Centralia,
Okay.
Concrete City.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can take you a couple of places.
Yeah, that's cool. You gonna keep me? Am I gonna stay at your place, or do I have to stay at a hotel?
If it was actually my place, you could crash here.
Yeah.
I just said that, but we got in a lot of really nice places nearby.
Okay.
For being a little hick town, we've got a couple of really nice little places.
Oh, that's good. So I guess I should book, eh? Now.
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
But and that goes to anybody. And just so you guys know, that event is on my main page on Facebook as an event. And I had a lot of people. I just want to hit this real quick, just because again, it's not one of those things that's highly important. I did have a lot of people, and I know the Wicked Queen had a lot of people ask how to help out since they can't be there for the wedding. We did start a GoFundMe that has been shared out. It is in the description. If you care, if you'd like to, donate anything to help for the honeymoon, great. If you don't, no big deal. We're not worried about it. But people are asking and asking and asking, so I obliged.
There you go.
But no, it is going to be the 17th, and then we're leaving early the 18th, and then I know we're stopping in Kentucky. We're going to hassle Raymond
cool.
for a minute, and we're going to be stopping in North Carolina. I want to see my brother, Jonathan Myers. We're going to stop see him and take a trip through Georgia and a couple of. We're going to take just our sweet old time and check in on the 19th down in New Orleans. And I know I'm going to try to get something really big and exciting set up for the Global Ghost Hunt.
Is it possible to go live at Gettysburg?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can go live. You can go live. I did when you were with Patty and them and Raymond when you were down that way. Remember, I was doing that live. You guys
was that
came
your
on.
link there that Beth put up?
Yeah, thank you, Beth. There it is.
Yeah,
it's in the chat. Yep, that's it. If you want to, like I said, if you don't, you can't. No big deal. We're not expecting it. And I want to give a shout out. I don't know if she saw it. This young lady, Liz.
Miss Liz.
Love Liz.
Yeah,
Liz,
I'm trying to convince Liz to come up on to Parapos Network Central.
you should.
I spoke to her about a week and a half ago because she's starting to do a lot more lives investigations. So I mentioned to her about coming up on Parapos Network Central, and she can start doing her lives on there as well.
You should, Liz.
Yeah,
You really should.
we need to talk more about that.
But no, Liz, I don't know if you saw, but I did share it out, so please go look for it. Liz was another one who shared. Liz is everywhere.
Yeah.
So, Liz, we have a special video for you in the earlier on. Where in North Carolina? It's northeastern North Carolina, somewhere in there. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but northeast.
I love North Carolina. I've been there 4 times. 5 times?
I love South Carolina.
Yeah,
Surfside
I went down to South Carolina when I was in North Carolina. We drove to South Carolina for I think what was that beach called?
Myrtle.
It was not Myrtle. I think is it Wellington?
Oh, Wellington Beach.
I think it's Wellington. Is that in South Carolina?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we went to Wellington Beach. That was a great spot. Great spot.
Surfside.
I love North Carolina. I love North Carolina because it's so clean.
Yes.
It's very clean. Everything like the grass, like everywhere you look, the grass is green.
There's one spot outside of the USS North Carolina where we stayed at when we were down there.
Yeah.
Sketchy at best, but it was still nice.
Well, I wouldn't suggest anybody going to Durham. Durham is not really a place you want to hang out in North Carolina. So I've been through Durham. It's not very nice. But the part I stayed in, I like Raleigh. Raleigh was nice. We went down to Raleigh. I went down to Raleigh a few times. I can't remember the town. Can't remember the town's name where they were. But it was about 20-minute drive from Raleigh.
Well, you know what, Beth? If you're near Raleigh and all that, Durham is
a poop hole.
But
yeah, I guess you could put it that way. Yeah.
Beth, shoot me a message on Facebook, and I'll let you know where we're going to be, and maybe we can all meet up. Love to meet you guys. And Brian, if you want to swing through Indiana, you can join us for a recording at
Oh,
Valor
I'd love to
Theater.
go to. Oh, I'd love to go to Fowler Theater.
Ooh, maybe I'll just meet you there.
Yeah, we had actually him on Through the Lens last year,
Ooh.
or was it last year or the year before? We had the owner of the Fowler Theater on. Yeah, good, nice guy. I can't recall his name now.
Well, I really really want to try to get that library that Fedora and I were at in Pittsburgh. That was beautiful.
Well, now is South Pittsburgh Hospital, is that in Tennessee or Kentucky?
I think Kentucky. I want to say
It's in
Kentucky.
Tennessee.
Is it?
I think it's in Tennessee.
Let me see.
But you should try to get out there while you're down
love,
in that area.
I would love to. We're not going to stay that
okay.
long. It basically we're hospital, Tennessee. You're right. It is Tennessee.
Yeah.
But no, we're just gonna basically come down through and meet everybody. Maybe grab something to eat. You know, just something quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Why not? And you get to meet Raymond in person.
I might throw him in the trunk.
No, you won't.
Be like,
Don't be mean.
Oh fuck, I won't.
Raymond's a good guy.
I'll throw him in the trunk. He can come along.
I love Raymond.
He'll say, "Oh, I can't go," and I'm like, "I guess you can't watch." Throw him in the trunk.
You know, the plan originally, when Raymond was going to Octagon Hall, I was supposed to fly to Tennessee, and I was supposed to meet up with them. Dwight, thank you, Dwight. That's his name. Well, I was supposed to fly up there to do the investigation with them, and I was going to be staying with Adam Barton. If people aren't familiar with Adam, he's his is what is it? Stand 2 Paranormal.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to stay with him, but unfortunately it didn't work out. And yeah, we were actually thinking about doing the next time I was going to go to Tennessee. We're thinking about doing the Bell Witch Caves as well. And but of course, there's so many spots that I want to go to. But South Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee, I would love to visit.
Well, I will say this October, like I was saying, we'll be in New Orleans, and we're going to be doing a.
Have you guys thought about what location you're going to be doing, or is that going to be a surprise?
Locations.
Oh, okay.
That's something Brian kind of knows, but he doesn't know yet. And also for next year in October, there's going to be a very special investigation with some very special people that the plan's already in the works. So I'm just going to say, let's just say it involves Chris Madrid, Brian Clary, and Raymond Newsom, and myself, and the Wicked Queen. So just saying.
Matt, I sent a FR. What's that?
Friend request.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you are.
Beth, are you
Gotcha.
friends with me on there?
From Massachusetts? Really?
What's that?
Anyway, she's from Massachusetts. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
But anyway. But yeah, so the bottom line is, folks, is honestly the event, huge success.
Oh, yeah.
But
surprisingly,
we're just getting started.
Yeah.
We were just getting started, and you guys have done a fantastic job. And I wanted to bring you on here, brother, because I wanted to hear your thoughts. I wanted to hear what you took away from it. Because
yeah, it's hard. You know, it's so hard to put it in so many words. But I'm just thrilled on everything that happened. Obviously, there were a couple of moments I wasn't thrilled about, but overall, it was just a lot of fun. It was great success, and like you said, it's only going to get bigger and better as we go along. This October, obviously, is the 19th to the 29th. I am willing to expand that depending on how many teams sign up, and next year is going to be even better, especially with more involvement with the Paracon, with Bruce and Carissa and everybody on the team over there. And next year is going to be incredible. But this October, please, if you really consider this, just jump in and get your recognition that you deserve, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, and we said in the meeting today that a lot of people were nervous, and I understand that because of the grand scale that it was on.
Yeah.
But you will have fun. You will have fun doing it, and at the end of your 2 hours, you will be thankful that you did it.
Yeah. You absolutely will. The only thing, again, portrait, landscape.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, but no, in all seriousness, folks, whether you're a single team, single person team, a group, whatever, join up. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It all goes back to the community. It's all about having fun, getting recognized, and in all honesty, you get to learn new things, you get to see new people, and you get to
Make new friends.
Not just friends, lifelong friends.
Yeah, you're going to make new friends. We have team leaders in place that are going to help you with your investigation. Anything you need, we will do our best to do that for you. And and just have fun. Just have fun with it, and that's what it's all about. And show off your location, because the locations are just as important. As we always said, or we always say, and we said this right from the beginning, that locations are being torn apart every single year. And this is really about showing those locations, because for the next generation coming up, we want those locations to be there for them. And This is about the preservation of these locations.
Absolutely. And, we have so many new things coming out. Like we said earlier, the idea comment about me, well, you know what? We all have ideas. And we all are going to be getting ideas that are going to make this so much better. Merchandise, the thumbnails, the videos, the lives, it's the website, everything about this is growing, and we want to bring everybody along. And you deserve to, whether you think so or not, you deserve it.
Yep.
So I hope you guys seriously head on over to globalghosthunt.com. Link is in the description, and sign up, whether you have a location or not.
I got it, Beth. I got it, Beth, and I accept it. Yeah.
And,
sorry, Matt. Sorry.
No, you're good, brother. You're good. And the other thing is, yes, there is a fee. We all don't like talking about it, but there is a fee.
Yeah.
But you don't need it right away. Just sign up. Get your slot. If you can, please, get it out of the way, because it goes right back to the community, and also it helps the Global Ghost Hunt grow. Doesn't go into his pocket, doesn't go into mine, doesn't go into anybody else's.
No.
So, just saying. But regardless,
the entrance fee is about growing Global Ghost Hunt to a point where we will have a professional team taking care of the live streams, and that's the big goal for that. So
and
I know the patrol is going to be there.
It's not just going to be me and Brian sitting backstage playing peekaboo.
Yeah. Yeah, that was as fun as that was. Yeah, it's funny. I can't, to be perfectly honest, I can't even believe that I did that. But there was those moments where it was like, okay, well, I'm going to do it. So there you go. So
well, it's like me. I picked on you. I would throw him off too, and Nando. I would pop in. I'll just do it. I would just pop in, just going.
Yeah. And we did even that on a couple of lives too, by mistake. Yes. And I don't know how many times. I don't know about him, but I know there were several times like I'd go to step away for a second for the restroom or whatever. I'd lay my headphones down, not on my microphone, on my desk, and I'm like, "Where's my mouse?" Did I click? Exactly. You know what, Beth? I'm silly all the time. To be honest.
You guys need to watch more of my show. But anyway, I want to take a moment, Brian. Again, thank you so much for everything you do. And I meant every word, and I still do. And you're stuck with
You
me.
know how I feel about you too. So.
Same way, brother. And you're stuck with me, so it sucks to be you.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, brother, much appreciated you coming on tonight.
Thank you.
Guys, again, head on over to globalghosthunt.com. Sign up today. If you have a location, great. If you don't, great. Do it. You won't regret it. And also, huge thanks to you again for Parapost Network Central, parapost.net. Sign up, guys. And if you can, you should go to your app store. You can download Parapost on Android, iPhone. Doesn't matter. It's free. It's free to sign up. You start networking today. Continue this Paraunity trend and this fun. Make it year round. Let's make it a year round trend. And also, huge shout out to Paralinks. Go over, check them out, and show them their love and support because they support everybody and love everybody. FearFest, again, you saw the video. Go to the website, go to FearFest New Orleans on Facebook, get your tickets today before they get sold out. And we talked about Valerie. Go check out the Ravens Call. She has some amazing crystals and gems, guys. Great prices. Go
Friday
check her.
and Saturday nights.
Absolutely. You do not want to miss it. And she's always giving giveaways too.
Yes.
So you never know what you might win.
Yeah.
And another huge shout out to Shattered TV. You guys are freaking awesome. If you don't know what it is, head on over. Shattered TV. Looks like that. Shattered TV. 2 words.
Can't see it.
So, hold on.
It's not big enough.
I only have so much room.
I know.
There.
There it is.
ShatteredTV.com. 2 words.
Yeah.
Go check them out. Or 1 word, excuse me. ShatteredTV.com. And then you can also on RSS.com catch Paraverse podcast. Parapost podcast. So there's one for you. Paraverse.
Can I make one comment before we leave?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bring that back up.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I want everybody's opinion.
Uh-oh.
I want everybody's opinion. Put them in the comments.
I know what you're going
That
to say.
ghost at the bottom, does that not remind you of the ghost up top?
Hold on. You wanted that? Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Where is he? There's my boy.
Yeah. Now, doesn't that remind you a little bit about Para, from Parapost Network? Yeah, I think so. Tell me if that's a copyright in the comments.
We'll have a vote
And
on
we
it.
know he's a copyright kind of guy.
There it is. No, I take notes.
Yeah.
They're just notes. It's public domain. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you joining me. We have fun.
Thank you,
We have
Beth.
fun.
I think Beth supports me on this one.
You did just send me a friend request, Beth. Just saying. But I'm just joking. But
Thank
no,
you.
I
Thank
really
you,
appreciate it. Really.
Matt, for bringing me up. I appreciate that.
You're always welcome, brother. I mean, this is family, guys. This is lifelong friendships that we build, and you know what? It's only gonna get better. So, thank you all so much for watching. Next week, I'm not sure. Don't have my schedule yet, but you'll know because I'll set it up. So, but
Bad time to get a lawyer.
I have one
do I.
for just that reason. But guys, don't forget to go check out globalghosthunt.com because there's always something new coming up, and we always have a lot more. So join in next week. You'll find out when I post it. So
Yeah, and you can let them know once that page goes up on the website. You can have that luxury of announcing it, that they can go check out that new page. Okay. So so Matt will announce when that new page comes up on the website.
Yep.
And you guys can go check that page when it goes up.
absolutely. And if anybody's interested in joining the UP program, all you have to do is shoot a message to the UP program directors, upprogramdirectors@gmail.com to officially join the UP program. If you don't know what that's about, well, watch my shows. Because I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Anyway, much love, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And I guess there's only one more thing left for me to say. You all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun. Stay safe. And as always, guys,
That's true. That's true, Jim.
stop it. Happy hauntings.